hope it works.
You guys can play. You guys can play. We're just going to watch them. today. We're just going to give it 2 more minutes to allow the rest of our dance sisters to join us. We're going to start about 5:05. Okay. So while you're getting ready, I'm just going to go over what we're going to touch on today. We're going to do some warm-ups and stretches that we do here at Tevakanui. Then we're going to share 4 dance tips that might be useful for you in your dancing. And then the last set, we're going to do a routine. For those of you who might be just tuning in, thank you for joining us today. Again, we're just going to wait a little bit, 2 more minutes to allow more people to join us so that we don't have to, they don't miss too much of the class. Okay? How's everyone doing? You know, while we're waiting, let's go ahead, because we do see some of you guys on the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from, okay? I saw one from London. I saw someone from Tonga. I think I saw someone from Sweden. I see Jacksonville. Awesome. Mexico City, I see you. Kalokona. Coco. Yeah. 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute. We are going to do actual warm-ups, including like jumping jacks, squats, and planks. So I just want to make sure that you guys are kind of preparing yourself for that. Bay Area, let's go. Texas, Arizona, Ohio, Hawaii, Singapore. Cool. I know it's late for you out there. Thank you so much for joining in. Okay. American Samoa. Oish, I see you. American Samoa. Philippines. Babau, yeah, right. Okay. About a couple more seconds here. All right. Let's just jump on right in. Thank you guys for joining the Tevakanui live class. It is Saturday, April 11th here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And today joining me are the 3 instructors from the dance studio. But first, I'll begin by introducing myself. My name is Heu, and I'm the lead instructor here at Tevakanui Polynesian Dance Studio. And joining me today to help me out are these 3 lovely girls. We're going to start with Jolie Honeygirl Valdez. Everyone say what's up. Hi. Yes. And then we have Miss Hokulani Perez. Everyone say hello. And then last but not least, we have Kaylin Hartman. Woo! So again, for those who might be just tuning in, we are going to do warm-up and stretches. We're going to share 4 dance tips to help you with your movement today. And then we're going to teach a short routine. On our Tevakanui Instagram page, we asked you guys to take a vote to tell us what you want to learn today. We had a tie between the Otea and the contemporary, but we're going to go with the Otea for today. So let's get ready. Are we all ready to go? Okay, let's go. We're going to do warm-ups. Okay, so usually what we do here at Tevakanui, we're going to start with 30 jumping jacks. We're going to go into 30 squats, and then we're going to hold a plank for 30 seconds. Now, I'm not a fitness instructor, so don't judge our fitness here, but this is kind of what we do to warm our bodies up before we go into stretching, okay? So if you have a chance, just kind of clear out your area so you have movement and time to do this with us. Don't worry, we don't worry about looking cute right now. We're gonna sweat it all out, especially when the girls come in to tell you a little bit of what we do, okay? Is the sound okay for everybody? We're just gonna take a peek, make sure everything's moving nicely before we move on.
I checked all of it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get right into it. So let's go ahead and press our music right there. We're going to work out to What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow. It's the clean version. Okay, so again, 30 jumping jacks, okay? Woo!
Sorry. Oh, I got it.
I got options. I can pass that.
Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Keep going. Take a deep breath. 25. 27.
Sometimes you were feeling myself, can't let my ego.
Okay, shake it off.
Sometimes I do so. She
Right
said,
now we're
baby,
gonna
just
go
open
into
up.
30 squats. Ready? Down, up, down, 5, 6, 7, go.
Spend money at the public sales. Yes, ma'am. She a little freak on cam. She don't put this on the ground. Little boy,
Keep
she on
going.
the ground. I can't switch on the fan. I had to switch on the fan. This one my name is. I feel this him from every direction.
Love it.
I be just
Get low. 13.
We used to share connections.
Straighten those legs. Hold it up.
I'm getting real to take advice from people that live with stare reflections. Someone there is a lesson. Y'all involved is very depressing. I'm in the club with the basketball team. Me and the Cardinals are sharing.
10 more.
Cherish the present. I'm drinking water and water protection. Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a straight obsession. I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. PG getting traction. I'm in the video packing. I'm digging my action. I got a booty.
I don't know about you, but we're warmed up.
Trying to get it on fast. That's my type of distraction.
We have our planks now, okay? Keep playing it, Greg.
Tell you she's laughing. Got my own phone and I'm about to get a patent. Brand new sheets for the bed they sat.
30 seconds.
Y'all wasn't tuning in back then. My
5,
sweat they keep
6,
jacking. I ain't doing no bucks, quit asking. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopping. I got options. I can pass that like stocking. This job.
keep your butt down.
I'm about to get enticing. Sports in the top 10.
Awesome. Whew. Perfect. The song just ended. Awesome. So now that we're warmed up, Greg, can you play this next one? One at the end. Let's stretch out. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Let's start with our arms. Don't hold your breath or it'll hurt more. Switch other side. Now, usually when we do the warm-up that we just did, we do 3 sets of those. But today we want to make sure you get a lot of information in the short amount of time that we're dancing, okay? Other side. Let's just go ahead and lean down to the left side. You're going to bring your core as close as possible to your leg. We're not just touching the leg, okay? You should feel some sort of tension there when you're pulling, right? Right here. Switch other side. Same thing, holding it. Yeah. Okay. From here, we're gonna sit into a squat like this and open out your knees so we can just, yeah. You want to stay low just like the girls are doing with me here. Stay low into it, so don't do this. Some girls kind of pop out, but you need to sit in it and lean forward. Everyone's gonna turn to your left, right hand here, and kind of stretch. Other side. Here, you're gonna come up like this, stretch it out, touch the floor, straighten your legs, get that stretch in, and back down. still hanging out with us? I'm proud of you already. Now let's bring it forward. We're gonna replay that song. Now we're gonna just kind of open up our hip flexors and area down here. We're gonna start with our left leg. You're gonna pick your knee up and kind of bring it around to the back, right? And again, pick it up, bring it around. So from the side, up, open. Oops, okay. Sorry, everybody. So we're gonna do it this way. So keep it up. Keep the knee high. Don't leave it low or you won't feel it. Now bring it forward. All right, other side, right leg. Same thing. Bring it to the back. Go ahead. See how we're picking our knee up? There we go. Open it up. Now let's bring it forward. Shake it off. I feel stressed. Right now, we're feeling pain here and here. Okay? Let's go ahead and lean, stretch out. Other side. So usually we would do warm-ups and stretches for 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how much you want to really warm up. Today, we're just going to do a little bit. Back down. All right. I think that's good. Awesome. All right. Just a side note, if any of our Tevakanui members are tuning in, we're so happy. And then a quick announcement, Maylin, we're watching you, so make sure you're pushing it, okay? Awesome. All right, girls, we're gonna go right into the tips. Thank you, ladies. Hold on a break. All right, so here at Tevakanui, we have different exercises that we apply in our classes to help execute hip movements with speed, strength, stamina, fullness, and isolation. Among the many things that we focus here at the studio, I would say that one of the really important foundational qualities or components to us here is form, F-O-R-M, just in case. You can teach speed and technique later down the road, and you can build stamina, energy, and stage performance as you grow as a dancer. But if you don't have that form lockdown, you won't have that foundation that's a strong enough foundation for you to continue to excel, okay? So here, posture is everything to us. Arm extensions are huge. We look at, foot placements, knees. What does your chest look like? Are your shoulders rolled back? How is your posture? Is your chin up? Where are you looking and how are you looking? Those are just the kind of things that we pick and break apart when we're here at practice. And so what we will be sharing today are just a few tips that we actually implement here. And we have found it to be so helpful to our girls. And the tips do work for us. Not saying it might work for you, but probably like a good, confident 80% chance that it'll work for you if you are practicing it correctly. So again, we're gonna go over 4 tips. For those who are just joining us again, thank you so much for your time. My name is Haru. I have Kaylin, Honeygirl, and Hoku here to help me. They also serve as instructors here. And we're going right into the 4 tips that we're gonna share with you. The first one, I'm gonna ask Kaylin to do it for you. She's gonna introduce herself, share just a little bit of what she does here at the studio, and then we're both gonna help you guys out with that first tip. Everyone say hi, Kaylin.
Hi guys. Woo! So I'm Kaylin. I've been dancing since I was 5 years old, and I'm an instructor here for our junior competition team. Shout out to my girls. Yeah. And the basics class. So basically, the exercise I'm going to be teaching you today is what we call at the studio our weak leg exercise. And basically what that is going to help out with is if when you fall arapu, there's like one knee that bangs, or if there's only one side of your pareo going up. So basically how we're going to do this is if you fall arapu to your right, you're just going to bring your right leg forward.
I'll do it to front then,
Okay.
and you can face it to the side.
Okay, so your right leg's going to be forward, left foot straight, and you're going to sit in it like this. And if you fall arapu to the left, like me, you're going to bring your left foot forward and sit on your right, like this. And all we're going to be doing is having our arms out like this. Make sure to line straight. We're just going to be doing an ami around.
Okay, then just to add on to what Kaylin's talking about, we're going to tackle two things in this exercise. Again, this is the first tip, which we're calling the weak leg exercise. I believe that your pump leg or your strong leg is the leg that pushes in the direction that you are going. So for example, my pump leg or my strong leg is my right leg. For her, it's her left because she goes to the left. So we should switch. Okay, so sometimes what I've gathered is when I watch dancers perform, I used to have a problem with that too, where my left leg would kind of knock. And so sometimes that looks like this. I don't know if you've ever seen dancers like that, or maybe you competed in a competition and the judge said something about your knees. That came up to me once and I couldn't understand what they meant by my feet were banging or my knees were banging. And that's what that is. So again, to reiterate what she said, if you fall up to the right, follow me. I'm going to place my right foot in front and sit back on my left. If you fall up to the left like Kaylin, left foot in front, sit back on the other foot. Your arms are going to be in three directions. One, left elbow to right elbow is a straight line. And look, notice how it's not down here. I'm picking it up. So you should feel, it doesn't look like this, it looks like this. You should feel that tension because you're pulling out, okay? This is one. This is option number two, place it right on your shoulders. Or three, right behind your neck or your head, but make sure you don't close your elbows in. Your elbows should be opened out. So when I mentioned that we're tackling two things, we're working on our posture and we're also working on that weak leg, okay? So when we do this exercise, we're gonna play samba for you, and we're gonna go to the beat or the pace that the pahu is playing, right? And you're going to whaarapu or ami in your normal direction. So me and all the right whaarapuers, we're gonna go this way. Everyone else that goes to the left will follow with Kaylin, and it'll look like this. That was a good warm up. Now we're all gonna face the right. Everyone face the right. Okay. I'm gonna just put up here right here. Go ahead and get back into your stance. Everyone take a deep breath. Ooh, any questions right now? Let's look at the chat.
No question.
No questions. Hi, everyone that's saying hello.
Is there a boys class?
Is there a boys class? I'm so sorry. Not today. Hopefully, Nainoa, our awesome drummer, will eventually decide he may want to lead a class, but not today. Today is just for all of our girls, okay? Awesome. Moving on. Same thing. Everyone should be facing the right. We are whaarapuing our normal direction, and this exercise is helping with your weak leg. Kaylin sitting on her right, her left is chilling. When she's doing this, make sure that your heel is up the entire time. Don't bob it like this. Don't do that. Because what we want is all of your weight on that back foot. You're gonna get some support from that front leg, but remember, we're trying to focus on that weak leg, and that weak leg should be the one that's in the back, okay? When you do it, engage that whaarapu, crunch forward, side, back, right, forward, side, back, right. We'll go over that in a little bit when Hoku comes in. But we're going to continue with this exercise. Everyone ready? Here, shoulders rolled back, chin up. Here, and sitting. Go ahead. Breathe it out. Let's breathe it out. Yep, we're dying. We're not going to lie with you. I mean, to you. Both. We're not going to do either with you. But yeah, we're pretty out of breath too. But that's why we're so excited to have this today, because we needed this just as much as you do too. Okay? Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to do the same exercise to the back. If you're not already noticing the pattern, we're going to repeat this all the way till we get back to the front. You're working on your posture, you're working on your weak leg. For this exercise, we're just gonna keep that pace. That's usually where we do it at. Once we wanna pick up a little bit more on it, and maybe you've practiced this exercise a lot, then we'll pick up the speed. But right now, we're only focusing on form, okay? Weak leg, weak leg. We're ready? We're gonna do it to the back. All right. Ooh, you would typically practice this. We usually do 30 seconds to a minute each direction. Remember, our classes at the studio are typically 2 hours or over, or maybe an hour, depending on which class. So we usually have a lot of time to do this. Again, today we're sharing 4 tips and trying to do it a little, not quickly, but enough to explain it to you and give you a little chance to do it with us, but we've got to move on after this. So to answer your question, you would do this whole entire exercise about 30 seconds to 1 minute each direction. So here, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do 5, right. So maybe about 5-minute exercise. Any other questions? Okay. Yeah, I agree. I saw someone say yes, Leyland. Agreed. Just to, you know, hype up a little bit more. These dancers have been with us. We've known them since they were like 5 years old, each one of them. And so it's such a delight to see them kind of grow up and also join forces in the staff. And so these girls are excellent dancers, award-winning soloists as well, and great teachers. So like, give them a round of applause when you have a chance. Show them some love in the chat. You know, show them some love afterwards, okay? But when you saw me kind of frame Kaylin's bottom area, I wanted to show to you girls how beautiful her isolation looks. That's something that we're gonna go over with Hoku after this. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time, okay? The last direction, which should be your left. Doesn't matter wherever you are, but at least you're doing it 4 times. We did it here already. 1, 2, 3, here's the last set. Just for those who might be joining us, we are working on our weak leg exercise. If you fought up to the right foot is in front, and you sit back on your left, and you fought up in your normal direction. If you fought up to the left, like Kaylin, your left foot will be placed in front of you. You're going to bend on that back foot, and make sure that you keep your heel up. Don't bounce it up and down. Watch your chest. Don't crump for us. Also, watch your height. Don't bounce for us, okay? Keep that all in there, okay? Last run, guys. This is tip 1, so let's finish strong. We're ready. Good, thank you so much, sis. We got a little break. Hey, this time, let's all get some water. Great idea. Yeah, water. I'm gonna grab mine. Whew. Okay. Any questions? What should be hurting in this time is your stomach area up here, like upper portion above your belly button, kind of right underneath your chest, because you should be crunching, okay? Another thing that should be hurting would be the leg that you're sitting on, so your weak leg. So for me, that would be my left here. You should feel it. If you weren't feeling it, bend more. If you weren't feeling it, crunch more, make it fuller, okay? There should be no reason why you're not feeling any sort of challenge in this little exercise. Whether you're a beginner dancer or an advanced dancer, this is still something that could help you out with your basics. All right, great. Do we have any other questions?
How long is this class?
This class is supposed to go for an hour, so it's supposed to go till 6. Knowing us, we may go 6:15, but it's really all dependent on how we last. Again, thank you so much for joining us in. We're gonna rush on that water break. We just did the tip number 1, the weak leg exercise. I hope everyone's following along well. And I hope that the pace is okay. Again, just trying to make sure we give you a lot of information in this small time. Now we're gonna move over to tip number 2. And to explain that, we're gonna ask Hoku to bring it on.
Woo! Hi guys, my name is Hoku Lani, also known as Hoku. I've been dancing with Tevakanui for over 10 years, and I'm an instructor for the mini keiki class and also assist Hale with the junior intermediate class. So the second exercise we're going to be going over is our thrust exercise. So basically what this exercise helps with is your isolation and to get the full pa'arapu. So you're going to have your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to slightly bend your knees. You don't want to bend your knees too much, just a little bit. And then you're going to crunch forward. You want to make sure you see that roll in the front of your stomach and then pop back. You want to make sure your knees are not bouncing and your posture is straight the whole entire time.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna try it right now. Let me just add on to that though. Just move to the side, sis. Again, we are working on the thrust exercise. This is going to help with isolation. Isolation is my favorite kind of pa'arapu. Speed and fullness are great, but if you have a very isolated pa'arapu, I think you've conquered it all. Shoulder width apart, so the width of your shoulders, cool. Roll your shoulders back and bend slightly. What she meant was just a little bit, okay, not crazy. Cool, your arms are in the same 3 positions that we shared. And she's gonna crunch forward. Go ahead, sis, crunch forward. And now she's gonna pop up. Go ahead, sis, pop up. Notice how when she's popping up, she's not popping to the back. So she's not doing this. And she's not thrusting forward either, like that. Yes, so we're not doing that. Looks weird, but do it again. We are not doing what? That. We are gonna crunch. Go ahead, sis, crunch. See how her body folds and kind of collapses? Now she's going to pop up. Pop up. That's what we're doing in this exercise. Again, front and pop up. Front and pop up. So when we do this exercise, everyone go ahead and turn to your right. We're gonna focus on crunching forward. So the beat's gonna play for us and our start will always be front, 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 front. Then when we turn to the other side, we will go back, back, okay? So let's try it, we're ready. Cute. Okay. We're gonna try it again, but still facing your right. We're gonna pick up the pace. The beat's gonna be the same, but now we're gonna go crunch, 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 crunch. When you do that, watch your back, watch your shoulders, watch your chest, and watch your stance too. You wanna stay here and it's just this. Isolation. You are teaching your body how to strengthen that core, okay? Now, this is the exercise that I believe really changed and shaped the Fa'arapu that we want, which is more of that bouncier kind of look. Once I started to implement our stomach into it versus knees, because we used to do knees, right? We used to push with the knees or with the legs or whatever. But once we included the core into it, it really made the Fa'arapu stronger, cleaner, and all that, okay? We're gonna pick up the pace. The beat stays the same. We're ready. We would do that slower. No worries. All right, breathe it out, guys. Deep breaths. Okay. All right, let's turn to the left. Same exercise. Now the difference is that your focus or your punch will be to the back. So you're gonna pop up, crunch, up, crunch, up, crunch. We're gonna go slow. Joining in and not just watching us. So yeah, with that exercise, we're not going to go over what you're going to do, but I'll explain it. Everyone say thank you, Hoku. All right, so the resting exercise, what we would then do afterwards is implement the circle, your Fa'arapu, whatever you want to do, but you want to remember what it felt like when you crunched and when you popped back. And then you're going to apply that when you're doing your Fa'arapu. So that way you have that nice look where your body is kind of rolling forward and back. Okay, so that was tip number 2. Any questions before we move on? Okay, well, we don't see any other questions right now about the first 2 exercises. So we're gonna move on. Woo! We're almost there, guys. We're halfway through the tips. The third tip that we're going to have today will be introduced by Jale, Honey Girl Valdez. Everyone say hi.
Hi, my name is Honey Girl. I've been dancing with Tevakanui since I was 5 years old, and I instruct the keiki class and I assist Hale with the advanced Kamahina class. So this third drill will combine the weak leg and the thrust exercise that you guys previously just did. All this exercise is going to be your feet is shoulder width apart, you're slightly bended, and you're going to fa'arapu 8 times to the right and then 8 times to the left. But when you do it, make sure you engage into your core. Like the previous exercise, make sure you see that crunch and make sure your toes and heels are planted to the ground. When you switch to the side that you normally do not go, make sure you push it as much as you can so you can get that balanced fa'arapu. Yeah.
And just to add on to what she was sharing a little bit here, we're going to, when we're doing this, you are practicing the first 2 tips that we just went over. Okay, so we're working on our weak leg when we are doing this because you're going your opposite direction. And then second, you're implementing that thrust. Look, okay, you're going 8 times to the right, 8 times to the left. And as always, we want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So we're also going to work on our posture while we do it. Okay, I think I'm looking at the wrong camera. It's over there. Anyway, so let's do it together. But before we carry on, just let us know how the sound is going on your end. I did see some notes that it might sound a bit muffled with the drummers. So just let us know if the sound has improved since then, if we need to maybe move further away or closer, okay?
Great sound.
Great sound, okay, even with the drumming too?
It's all good.
Oh, okay. Oof.
It's from Jocelyn.
Okay, thank you so much for the heads up, everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Remember, we're going 8 times to the right, 8 times to the left. Let's just go ahead and face the right already. Okay, arms up. We're ready. Breathe it out. While we're chilling out for the second, I want to note, did you see how nice Honey Girl's fa'arapu looked from the side? You see that beautiful pop up and that crunch? That's what you want to do. Well, that's what we teach here. Again, I want to make sure that we're clarifying. That's just what we teach here. That's what we want our dancers to look like. If you even watch carefully and observe her footwork too, you'll see that her feet, both her heels and her toes are planted. So you don't want to see this or this. It doesn't mean you can't lift. It's just that if you really want to focus on strengthening this area and you're using your legs too, you want to make sure that that's what you are pushing on, okay? Okay. We're going to do it facing the back. Everyone go ahead and face the back. Again, for those who might just be joining us, this is Honey Girl. She's helping us with the 3rd tip, 3 out of 4 tips that we're teaching today. These are just some of the different exercises that we apply here at Tevakanui. And so we're going to go right into it. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart for those who are still joining us. Shoulders rolled back and arms are out. Bending your knees slightly, and let's go into it. We're ready. Breathe it out. Everybody breathe it Don't hold your breath in. You should be sweating a little bit. You should be getting red, puffing and puffing if you need to. Just because you're breathing heavy does not mean you're out of shape. You're pushing yourself in this moment. So give it to yourself to do that, yeah? Again, we are working on our form. When you watched Honey Girl do it, it was so beautiful how full it looked. And you almost couldn't tell, actually, I don't even think you could tell which direction is her normal direction because of how nicely she went to the right and how nicely she went to the left. And so that's what we're talking about, guys, when we're referring to your fa'arapu being full and isolated and strong. It would look like the way it did when you saw her doing it, okay? All right, last time, we're gonna do it to the side. This is our last run for this third tip. So let's carry it out strong, everybody. Arms are up, shoulders are rolled back, posture is open, and you're gonna bend your knees slightly, feet shoulder width apart, and we're ready, let's go. 5, some water. Everybody get some water because we should be feeling more warmed up as we progress in this class. It is about 5:45 right now. I realize we technically have 15 minutes, but we're still going to push as long as we want and can. One of the questions that I just got, how do you do the fa'arapu in the direction that isn't as strong? Well, you would do the same exercise that we're doing, but bring the pace down. So so what we just did with Honey Girl, let's say you are strong on the right but not the left. Do the normal 8 amis to the right slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then when you're focusing on your weak side, just do it slowly. Right? And then maybe do that for like a minute. And then what we would typically do is we would pick up the pace. The next time we do it, we go a little bit faster. Okay? Any other questions?
Any tips to work on the reverse direction?
I think that the tip to work on the reverse direction was just what we went over. On top of that, to help you be stronger on that reverse direction, do that first exercise that Kaylin went over with us. All right, before we move on to the last one, let's get a 5-minute break and then come right back into it. Hey, can everyone hear me just fine? We have some music playing, but is this okay? I want to take a chance to answer some of your questions. All right, so one of the questions was asking, is your weight centered and are you using your core muscles mostly? Are you pushing up from the floor with your legs as well? I'm curious which exercise you're referring to. Yes, if you were referring to this exercise, the left-right exercise, tip number 3, you want to make sure that yes, your weight is centered. Okay? And you are still using your knees and your legs to push you, but most of the energy is going to come from here. The control will come from your stomach muscles, but then your legs will help direct it and push it and pump it. So again, feet should be shoulder width apart, bending your knees, and you should be centered. We do not currently do private one-on-one classes, but I'm sure if we have a lot of interest for that, then yeah, we'll totally be open for that. But we usually don't. But if we get a lot of love from today, or if people are asking for it, then we'll make sure to provide it if we can. A question was asking, do you start curl from the front crunch or the back? I'm not sure what part you might be referring to, but if we're going to touch base on anything that we're doing, I will usually push forward first. Forward, pop back. Forward, pop back. Forward, pop back. Again, for those who have been asking, how do you work on that, on strengthening the whaarapu in the direction that you are not strong at? Again, go back if you can, rewind on here. Kaylin goes over how to strengthen that weak leg. Then Hoku goes over the pump exercise, the thrusting. And then when you do what Honey Girl just did, you're gonna do it slowly to the right, engage your core, and then you're gonna go slowly to the left, okay? All right. Okay, we're gonna go into the last tip here today. If you guys are slowly making your way back to the screen, it is 5:52. We're going to finish all of the tips first. Then we'll probably talk amongst ourselves to see if we can keep moving on, or if we need to maybe record it for another time or do it another time, okay? Let us know what you think maybe in the end, but the last training tip that we're gonna do today, I've got Kaylin and Hoku with us, with me, and we're gonna work on our arm exercises. Arm extensions are really, really huge for me, just as much as you were, actually, let's pause. When we were doing those 3 tips, I know that we were focusing more on whaarapu, but that's not the most important motion or movement in the Tahitian palette, okay? It's just that I know that a lot of you guys have been asking on how to strengthen or make your whaarapus fuller or fast and all of that. And we do have other tips for that, but we're only sharing 4 with you guys today. But the same way that you are pushing and pumping and giving energy to your whaarapus, the circular motions, I expect that in every other movement that you're going to be doing. If you're doing the varu or the afata or toma toma or whatever way you or your dance studio might refer to it as, or just a regular tamau. When you guys are doing it, give the same sort of love that you give to your whaarapu to those motions as well, okay? Awesome. We're going to carry on. When we do our arm exercises, it's just going to be like a Simon Says, follow along type of thing, except no one's going to say anything. Just follow. Okay. And we're going to place our arms out just like this. From my left elbow to my right elbow, it's going to make a straight line. Can I have the two girls turn around really quickly? And then show us, yeah, and then move, yeah. Do you see how nice the line is? You're going to see a tension pull on there, okay? So it shouldn't sit down here. We're gonna pull it up and out. Don't hyperextend either, girls. You face forward now. And then when you place your arms out, make sure that your fingers, including your thumb, is included, yeah? Make sure that they're together. And when you open up your arms, you want to expand so nicely the way you see all of us doing it here. And your hand is going to be at the same height as your shoulder, or at least that's how we teach it here, okay? You're gonna have still that nice little dip. Yep. This is important because if we're not watching your butt, we're looking at your arms. And if you don't have strong arms, I think it could really bring down the quality of your performance. So we gotta make sure that this is great too. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 different little movements. We're gonna do kind of like a little wave that looks like this. From the side, it looks like this. Okay. We're gonna do a little twirl, just like this. And then we're just gonna do a little sprinkle, out like this. Okay, so let's shake it off. We would usually do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, but we're only going to do this for
4 minutes.
4 minutes or less, okay? If you guys are still hanging out with us, thank you so much. I know we're almost into that hour already, but thank you for still kicking it with us wherever you are in the world. Let's just keep pushing through. Again, for those who might be joining us, this is our 4th tip that we're sharing with you today. These are the exact same exercises that we do here at Tevakanui, so it's almost as if you guys are here with us, okay? All right, starting first, you're just gonna follow along. I don't know if my movements might be mirrored to you guys, but just follow whatever direction we're doing it at. If our arms are to the right or to the left, you're gonna notice us looking in that direction. If we bring it up, we're gonna pretend that we have eyes on our chin, and you're going to follow like this versus like this with just your eyes, okay? Make sense? Cool. All right, let's go. We're ready. You can do this exercise standing up or sitting down, but make sure that your shoulders are rolled back. Do you guys want to sit down? Okay. So we're just gonna follow along, arms up, nice. Bring it forward slowly. From the side, it looks like this. Notice my hands and my arms are still extended. I'm not doing this. It's up. Nice soft waves. Bringing it back out slowly.
Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to.
We're gonna do a wave like this. To the front, you go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open out. Keep your arms up. You should feel it here. Keep going. Extend those arms so you can feel it. Out. Forward. We're gonna do single. The only thing that matters now is everything you think. Do you feel it already? Whoa. It's been that long. In you I find my worth. In you I find my keep it out. Let's go. We're gonna do our little twirl from here. Out. Out. Oh, buddy. Bring it up slowly. Pick any direction to look at. Going back up. Left side down. Extend those arms. Let's go. Sprinkle. Do the right side down. Pretty go fast. Get forward. Get up. Extend it up. Down. Let's do butterfly. Back. Typically, we would go this fast, but the song's ending, and we're not gonna kill you yet too much. You would also, sometimes you could do variation to the side or to the other side. Cool, relax, shake that off. I hope you guys are feeling the burn with us. You should feel a little pull here. You might feel it in your forearm because of the twists. You might, yeah, I'm feeling it here. Anyone else? Yeah, it's really here that you're gonna feel it at. But we would, like I said, we would typically do this for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and so we would do about we would play the song probably 2 or 3 times. Something that this is gonna be helpful with is that, something that's helpful about this actual tool is that you can use any music that you might prefer to listen to. You like to use worship songs here. It kind of sets us into that mood, centers us, kind of allows us to kind of like focus. Also, just any slow songs too. R&B music is something that we tap into, or any soul electric music is kind of just to kind of bring that in. You can take your time on that one. You could pick up the pace. You can do other kaparima motions or aparima motions into that, incorporate that for any teachers that might be tuning in. That's something that we do around here too. All right, we're gonna dismiss the girls, have them have a little break real quick. In this time, we're just gonna ask again, do you guys have any questions? We just went over 4 different dance tips to help you. Kaylin went over the weak leg exercise, and that's to help strengthen the opposite side. Something that might help with that is that when you do that exercise, it can help you get a fuller fa'arapu because both knees are moving at the same range of motion. So just to go over it again, when you dance, sometimes you'll see girls have that knee that knocks. And in most of you girls, I'm sure you strive to have such a strong fa'arapu that both sides of your pareo come up. And so that's something that helps lift it and make it even. If your fa'arapu is strong right and left, you can get that nice full fa'arapu that you see. Okay, any questions?
These came in earlier.
Any tips on fixing turned out feet? Or if you're referring to this, right? Maybe? Is this what you would think for turned out feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so too. Shout out to any old school people who ever learned this step, because this is how I learned it too. Auntie Yvette and Uncle Henry are the directors of this studio, and they have been my mentors and all of our mentors since we were all young. And we actually all started with this back in Kailua, Hawaii. And that's what I was talking about earlier in this live when I would compete, and a lot of the judges would say, you got to fix your feet. And so what happens is, because you practice like this and then you bend, you naturally open up and you have this gap. So when I'm competing, let's say I'm moving like this and I don't realize my feet are together, but my knees are not. And it wasn't until more training and observing myself that I realized that it was because we had it standing like this. So to answer your question, just bring your feet in. We like to tell everyone, just keep them parallel from each other, facing out. If you can close them together, great. If you have beautiful thick thunder thighs, then you can keep a gap. It's totally fine. Because I know some of us might experience like chafing. So that's totally normal. But yeah, that's what we do to help with that. And then make sure that when you are bending your knees, that your knees are also together, okay? All right, and then every time you're walking, consciously make sure that your feet are pointing a certain direction. Because if your stance is like this, you're not gonna realize, yeah. Anyway, yep, that's the question answered. How do you help with stiff legs while you fa'arapu? I can go strong for about 30 seconds, but I feel my legs get stiff and tired after about a minute. That's normal, Jay, Melissa. That's normal. You just keep doing it over and over and over. The way we imagine it is as if there's a big wall in front of you and you just keep punching it until it knocks down. It's obviously going to take a bunch of tries until you get a crack in it. So that's kind of the analogy for when you're doing this exercise.
Where is it?
What was the last competition you were at? We were all at Heva, Hawaii, back in February. Kelokona, hometown.
What can I do for speed on my knees?
What can I do for speed? I would share it, but not today. We gave you guys tips on fullness. If we decide to have a private class or maybe another one, then maybe we'll touch on speed. But yeah, maybe look out for possible private classes and then maybe we'll share that with you. Thank you so much.
Let's go on.
All right, we're gonna move on. Quick, we're just gonna discuss amongst ourselves if we are cool to move forward with the otea. Are we okay, guys? All right, let's go. We're gonna go. This otea is only 1 minute, okay? This part of the practice is a little bit more geared towards our intermediate and advanced dancers. This dance is by no means crazy technical. It just requires a lot of speed, stamina, and control. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit here so we can finish maybe by 6:30 or before that, that'd be great. Okay, before we move on, I'm gonna stand on this side, the girls will be here. Honey girl, wave your hand. Everyone say hi, honey girl. Hi, honey girl. Awesome. Today is actually her birthday. She turned 17. So show her some love in our chat or on her page or whatever. If you know her personally, shoot her a text. But why I'm bringing her up is because this otea that we are going to teach to you girls today was actually choreographed by Honey Girl, and our senior class and our junior advanced team actually performed this at the Fall Pure Aloha last year. And so that's what we're gonna go over with you guys today. We're gonna go right into it. Your hands are gonna be right behind your back like this, okay? The first step is going to be right, left, hold, right, left, hold. Okay? Moving back again. 5, 6, 7, and right, left, hold, right, left, hold. All right. Now your shoulders, when you step with the right foot, your left shoulder is going to go down and you're going to bend into it. So it looks like this. 1, 2, and then you're going to come up. That's that hold. And then you're going to repeat it again. 1, 2, come up. All right, let's go back. We're gonna push it a little bit. We're gonna walk it out. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, up, and 1, 2, up. Going back. Again, right foot. Hopefully you know which direction that is. Right foot, we're gonna start. I don't know if we're mirrored to you guys. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. When you come up, that is when you fa'arapu, correct? All right, so we're going to stomp a little bit into it. Stomp, stomp, fa'arapu, up, stomp, stomp, fa'arapu, up, okay? We're gonna try it a little bit with the pace and with the fa'arapu included. I'm gonna mouth it out for you. 5, 6, 7, and okay? Moving on. We're actually gonna make sure we really did that way too fast. It's gonna be slower than that. We're just pushing it a little bit. Next motion. Right, left, up, right, left, up. Okay, that was off. Your left foot is in front. Now you're going to bring your right foot forward like this. You can watch it on the girls. And then you're going to sit and stomp forward. Okay, so you're going to kind of poke or point and stomp forward. When you do that, you're going to, your arms are here. Your left hand stays there. You're just going to bring your right in front like this. Flat, palm down. You're going to go 1, and when you turn to the front, you're going to go 2. And we're doing a fist. So we're going 1 fist, 1 fist. And when you do that, you're going to go, I mean 2 times to the right. 1 and 2. Repeat. 1, 2, right, right. Okay? We're going to put that together, walking it out slowly. Light marks, don't need to go off on your flat apus. 5, 6, 7, and feet up 2, 3, 4. Feet, and poke, hit. I mean, poke, hit. I mean. One more time. 5, 6, light mark. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, oh. Go, hit. I mean. Okay. We won't have time to tell you all the details, but if you can, just observe the 3 girls. You'll see the difference in when they are turning. It adds more sharpness to the move. Moving on, if that's okay. Greg, can you check out our comments just in case? No one? No questions yet? Moving on.
A lot of happy birthdays.
A lot of happy birthdays.
Thank you.
Yay. What's up with that? Oh, grabbing out. Next motion, you just finished here. Oh, here. Your right foot is going to extend to the right. Is it a little bit back? A little bit back, yeah. Diagonal to the back. You're going to reach out, diagonal, and pull in. Then you're going to clap right outwards. So again, you just finish here. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to go over your hips, you're flat up the whole time. Ooh, you're flat up the whole time. So you just finished 2 ummies here. Is that right? Yeah, here. You're going to flat up 1, 2. Then you're going to dip into that. And when you're dipping, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we're kind of going like that, right, sis? Okay. We're kind of swooping forward on that dip. So we're here, here. There should be a difference because we're kind of standing tall, and then you should see that dip here. Then from here, we're going to sway to the left and right. Your right hand's going to be on top of the left, and it'll go 1, 2. Left arm goes out. Bring that right arm over to clap, so like this. Back. Here. Okay? So again, we just finished 1, 2, punch out. When you do this part, you're going to sway to the left, sway to the right. Or is it a body? It's sway left, sway right. When you pick it up, you're going to pick up your right foot. And now you are angled to the side. Your hips should be to the front. Here. But your arms are still facing forward. It's just your body that moves. Okay? All right. We're going to mark it again. We just finished here. 5, 6, 7, and do, beep, do, beep, da, beep. Okay? Again, from here, 5, we're gonna grab 5, 6, 7, and do, beep. Okay? We're gonna mark it one more time from the top. 5, 6, 7, and right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, hold, right, hold, grab, up. Okay, cool, any questions?
If you say right, you say left, you see left.
Sorry guys, I'm getting comments that I say right but you guys see left. That's why I was reiterating again that we might look mirrored or not mirrored from you. So just make sure that you are doing it to the right.
You're wondering if one of the girls can do it back.
Can one of you guys do it to the back? Maybe doesn't do that. We're like, I'm fine. We're like, So just for a helpful guidance for some of you guys who are asking, we asked Kaylin and Hoku to do it to the back. I don't know if that's still going to be mirrored though, you know, if it's still, but we'll see. Okay.
Raise your right hand.
Raise your right hand. And for us facing you, this is our right hand. Okay. So I hope this doesn't confuse any of you. Moving on, we just did 1, 2. So grab, 2, clap, heart out. From here, we're going to whārapu going down all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, everyone stand up. Let's try with the beat. Light marks. Light mark, don't thought up crazy. Down, of course, yeah. Yes. All right, relax. It's okay, we weren't prepared to do it backwards, but adapting. Okay. Are we okay? Everyone breathing. Okay. Oh, cool, if that helps. All right, we're gonna move on. Awesome. From here, you're on the ground, but we're gonna do it standing up for right now and then do it on the ground. From here, you're going to face the front and you're gonna go over your head. And then you're going to go cross underneath like this. So again, palms are down. I'm going over my head like this, right? And then I'm bringing it out here. And now I'm gonna bring it in towards my body. Now the palms are up here, cutting here. And then you're going to do a fist. So it's do, 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 ti, do, 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 do. So you just finish. Right, left. It's a fist. You're picking up with your shoulders. We're going to repeat it again, okay? 1 and 2, cross and 2, right, left, okay? When you're down on the ground, you're going to whārapu, up, go down to level 1, wait, up, huh? Woo, buddy. So to practice, if you might be having knee problems, you could do it standing up. Like maybe you could just do this here, or you could go all the way down and come back up. But you would be here on level 1, right? You're gonna come up, going down, up. Are you gonna come back down? No. Don't come back down. From here, go into your vadu coming up. And you're going on to your toes. Okay, up to your toes. So we're gonna do it for you from here. Going down, sis. 5, 6, 7, and up, boom, 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 up, boom, boom, and vadu. 2, 3, 4. Relax. Whew. Yeah, we're tired. Any questions? Beat cuts out when Heo speaks at the same time. Got it. I'll be quiet. Let's try with the beat all the way through. From the top, light marks, no crazy whārapus. We just want to get through the choreography, okay? All right. Thank you, girls. I appreciate you guys so much. All right. We're ready. It's muffled. Love this choreo. Oh, yay. The birthday girl did it. Perfect. It helps a lot. Both views are helpful. Great. Okay. Not sure what to do about the muffled sound, but drumming cut out. Okay. Well, we will be sure, baby. We'll figure out a way to provide you with the drumming. and maybe you guys can practice at home. We're gonna continue on. Everyone deep breaths. I feel like we're all holding it in. Okay, so we just finished, we came up. Notice that we went up halfway, down, up, and we stayed there. And then we didn't come up until we varu. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're on your toes on this part. Now, next motion, everyone's gonna turn to the left. Your left hand's gonna be on your hip. Your right hand's gonna be a fist. And we're going to push out 2, 3, 4. So from the front, the motion looks like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay? We're gonna do 8 of those, and we're kind of sitting up. We're still up. Are you still up? Ish, not a little bit. Huh?
Yeah, still up.
Okay, just the left foot is up. So your back foot. We're gonna do 8 of those, hitting to the right. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is when we go down again. This is important, guys, because you're gonna have to remember and know what your right and left is, because it might start to get confusing right here. From here, we're going to step on our left foot. And then we're going to sit down on our right. So it'll look, let's just do it all. Our hands from here are gonna open like this. 1 and 2 to the ground. Again, 1 and 2. So you did okay? And when we do that, we're gonna step left and then right goes back. So it looks like this. Let's just do 8, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step going down. Notice that when we go down, our butt's not up here, it's down. All right, everyone up. Okay, we've been here too long. Okay, ready? From here, 1, 2, get low. You're gonna swing the right foot forward. Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay. That was good. We needed that. Oh my gosh. Excuse us. We're gonna come forward a little bit more. All right, you're gonna step down. 1, step down. When you're there, bring your right foot that's in the back, swing it around in front like this. See the girls here? And then your hands from here, they're on your knee. You're going to now bring them to the side like this, and you're going to rise up with a nice little body roll. So we're starting forward with our chest, not our chin. So walk it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step down, move it over. 1, 2. When we go forward, palms are down. We're bringing it behind us, and then we're bringing it in front like this. 1, 2. Okay. All right. Let's try it with the beat. Can you mark it for us again from the top? Okay, let's sit. You want to switch it? Like you guys sit to the front now and she does it to the back? Okay. We're ready. Breathe that out. Okay. That was good. We're definitely going to end it at 6:30 because I think we've taken a lot of your time today. I think, should we just end there? I think that's a good place to end because we've got 6 more minutes. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end. Let's take a quick 1-minute break. I'm going to let these girls, because you saw that, they were good, right? I know. So We'll get some water. While they are getting their breath of fresh air, let us know what, I'm looking at the wrong camera again. Here we are. Let us know what questions you might have about the otea or otea.
It says, will this video be available after it's live?
It just said bloopers are wonderful.
Yeah, body roll is fun.
Right? Loving the choreo. Yay. On top of having good choreo or a good composition or drumming or good drummers, it's also nice when you have good dancers doing that. You know what I mean? So it just all goes back to what we were going over today, guys, about form. Form is so important because I think that's something that these three girls have finally been able to take a grasp on. It doesn't mean that they're perfect and that there's still enough room for improvement, and they're going to continue to grow and improve and excel in different ways. But once you really solidify your core and you have the good form, you've got that strong foundation in your basic steps, all of them that have to be covered, then whenever you do a piece or an otea or an aparima or any sort of choreography, it stands out even more because you're clean, it's full, it's clear, it's strong, it's graceful and all that. Awesome. All right. Okay. All right, we're gonna bring the girls back in. I guess okay. Let's give them a round of applause if we can. I know I can't hear you, but you can hear you. Oh, precious. And then just some snacks for our webmaster and media man, our main dude, Mr. Greg Young Aloha. That's him right here. Thank you, Greg, for setting all of this up so then we could be able to provide something with hopefully quality. And then shout out to our drummers that are playing live from elsewhere, wherever they are. Thank you so much. Shout out to you guys. Cool. All right. We are going to just run this dance. We got 3 minutes. We're going to run this dance 2 times. One more time, we'll walk it out. We'll do it 3 times. Just kidding. 1 time, walk it out. 2nd time, light mark. 3rd time, full out. Let's go. All right. Now, I don't know. I hope that's okay. Hands. Maybe you guys should face the back and the last full out one. Okay. No, not you. Okay. Hands behind your back. You're going to step with your right foot first. Ready, going. Right foot, left foot, stand up. Right foot, left foot, stand up. Right in front, hold, ami, twice. 1 fist. Remember, when you fist, you're stomping. It should be point, stomp. Ami, ami, point, stomp, ami, ami. From here, grab, out, push to the side, sway left, sway right, pick it up. Parapu going down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming up, down, up, stay there. Baru, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Turn to your left hand is fisted. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left foot down, swoop around. Belly roll forward, belly roll back. Well, not belly roll, more body roll. Okay. That's where we're ending. That's not a minute, but that's where we're ending. Now we're going to try a light mark. We're going to move a bit forward. I'm going to ask the girls to push the back one more time and then pull out to the front. I'm going to mouth it for you at the pace that we're supposed to do it at, and then we're going to do it with drumming, and then we are done. Okay, thank you so much for sticking around, guys. We're ready. 5, 6, 7, and up 2, 3, 4, right, left, up 2, 3, point, stomp, ami, ami, point, stomp, ami, ami, grab, out, sway, and left, right, up, going down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, coming up, right, left, 8 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, going down, back, cross, just show them so much love. I'm gonna get out of this actually and have you girls center yourselves. Awesome. You guys are gonna kill it. 6 feet apart still on that side. Yep. Good thing we have these marks to help us. All right. This is the last run, guys. Okay. This is the last run. Or do the okay and then close it. Okay. We're gonna do the otea and then we're just gonna close it out after this. Okay. We're ready. Full out. Let's go. You just play. I don't know if it's going to. Okay, we're gonna close really quickly, guys. Boom. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I don't know if it's too loud. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, awesome. Again, just a shout out to our directors, Uncle Henry and Auntie Vet George. Again, you just tuned into a Tevakanui live class, straight here from the studio with our 3+4 instructors. Thank you so much for your time today, wherever you are in the world. We hope that you took something from this class, whether it was from the tips or maybe it's from the workout or maybe it's from the routine that you just learned. If you picked it up and you want to share it and show it with us, don't forget to use the hashtag Tevakanui Live so that way we can click on it and maybe find your page or tag us in your posts. We super appreciate you tuning in with us today. And just like any other Tevakanui class, we are going to close in prayer, okay? Especially since tomorrow is Easter. So, yes, thank you so much, you guys, for just tuning in. We love what we do, and we feel that what we do around here is much more than just dancing, and it's about pouring into the lives. And so what a great opportunity for us to be able to pour straight into your home, wherever you are, in your living rooms, maybe you're at work or at your friend's house or wherever you are. Thank you so much. We're just going to pray over this class and then we are done for the night. Okay, let's go ahead and pray. Our Father in heaven, we just thank you so much for such an opportunity as this, Lord, in a time such as this, to be able to share the gifts and talents that you have so nicely and so fortunately blessed us with. We thank you, Father, for the many teachers and experiences that we have been able to go through, so that way everything that we are sharing today is just passed along from others that have had the kindness in their heart to pour into us. So I pray that any person that tuned in today, Lord, that they will receive a blessing, whether it's in the dance realm, whether it was the worship song that we played during our arm exercises. I pray breakthroughs and blessings into the households and homes of people who are tuning in today. I pray for restoration and healing over this world and over our health. I pray for a peace of mind for anyone that might be struggling with financial issues. I pray for an open door, Lord. We continue to trust in you, Father, in everything that we are doing. We pray that we continue to be your hands and your feet, Lord. Bless the people that have joined us today and the instructors and those who were here to help us today in the class. Watch over us wherever we may go, Lord. Give us the grace and courage to do the right thing at all times. Give us the peace of mind to trust and know that you're with us every second of the time. And we thank you, Lord, for your faithfulness to us every day, Father. Through the good and bad, you are faithful. And so we just bless your name. We honor you today, Father, with our gifts and our talents. We continue to pray favor and anointing in everything that we are doing. We're praying blessings and breakthroughs, speaking against depression in Jesus' name, speaking against suicidal thoughts in Jesus' name, and just praying, Father, that your angels will go through in this world, Father, virtually and in the present, Father, that you can move and guide before us. Thank you, Father, for this night. Be with us. All glory, honor, and praise to you and you alone. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. You can join us. You're going to say, Ma, Q, M-A-T. TU, which in Rarotonga, Cook Islands means strength or power. All right, join us. Thank you guys. God